In case you haven't heard, in case you don't know, we have three incredible gentlemen by the name of Washboard Union: Aaron, Chris, David, two Junos, a bunch of BCCMAs. I mean, I stopped counting after 9, 10-ish. I mean, you got a lot.
What's the count, Chris?
I think it's like 26 right now.
Okay, well, you know what? I don't have that many fingers, so. But 9 CCMAs as well,
Yes.
which is incredible.
Yeah.
And, you know, apart from your country music career, of course, you have, you just last year you started an acting career. Is that what we're doing? We were on Tracker.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny because I used to act, and so sometimes people bring that up in interviews, and I was like, oh, man, that wasn't a few years ago. That was a few more than that.
Yeah.
But, the CBS television show Tracker kind of reached out and said they wanted to, they're a fan of the band, like the producers and directors were a fan of the band, and asked if they could use some music, and then asked us if we could like play the music in the show too, right?
Yeah.
So, which is really funny because my wife and son love watching that show. So when that came up, that episode finally came up for them, and they, you know, he gets to see his dad in the background, I might add, but playing the song and yeah, it was pretty fun to be around that and back into like the acting scene because I kind of came from that as well. Yeah. So to kind of be behind and know what's kind of going on and being a part of a really cool story. Sure.
Were you giving the director like some tips, advice?
David and I had never done that. And so Aaron was perfect to guide us through. I'm like,
that's amazing.
What do you mean there's free food?
Yeah.
And, He had us running all over the place. And then, there's someone comes by with wardrobe and you're like, we just thought we'd be us. I think we're playing us. We kind of came dressed as us, and they're like, perfect. It looks great.
I remember asking Aaron, like, how do you act, Aaron? And I think he just said, you just pretend real hard.
But I mean, you guys were just performing your songs, right?
Yeah. So in a bar, and the main characters are kind of right in front of us dancing. Mm-hmm. And we're playing our songs over and over again in this bar.
How many times?
Well, I think the scene is like 5-6 minutes. Is that about right?
Yeah.
But
and they crank it.
The song was not.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So it sort of quietly loops back and starts playing from the top again in the middle of the scene.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like, we've got family overseas, and because that's on Disney, people are calling us sort of from family from far away, and like, are you guys in Tracker?
Get out.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I guess it's found its way over to the UK and to Ireland and a bunch of other places.
So is there any plan on getting back on TV?
Well, we're trying to get the puppets back on TV.
I was just about to ask that too. Yeah.
Now that they've got their
these guys right here.
They've got their own lawyers.
Yeah.
Management now, so.
How's that going, by the way? They must be a pain in the ass to work with, eh?
Chris and Aaron are great. Oh, the puppets. Oh, the puppets.
5 stars.
The puppets, yes. They are difficult.
That's hilarious. I actually want to ask about your washboard, because y'all are going to be doing a lot of traveling these days. What is it like carrying that with you?
Well, these guys love it because I do their laundry.
Sure.
So it's
2 for 1.
Shop
I get
for
it.
life,
Yeah,
like the shop steward. It fits magically in a suitcase. So it's
and you just put it in a suitcase, eh?
It travels. It has its own little suitcase.
When he remembers it.
Yeah. It's been left around
a
little bit, kind of like me.
Oh my God.
That washboard.
But they find me.
Yeah.
Tell them a story, David.
Yeah.
That washboard's like almost as old as Canada.
Almost as old as Canada. Yeah.
Really, eh?
Yeah. So we would go down and go on these little adventures down to the States and set up meetings with people to buy their washboards off them. And, these things have been sitting on walls for 50, 60, 70, 100 years. And so we talk to them about their washboard, and they'd say, it was the great-grandmother of the family. Lily was our grandmother, and she did all the family laundry on it and clothing and stuff. And so they tell you this great story about their family and their great-grandmothers and things, and then you come to negotiate for the price, and they're like, I don't know, does $5 sound good? And so you get a washboard that has its family history,
right?
For $5, and then we name the washboards after the great grandparents and things.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so each one has its own name and its own particular sound and everything.
I was going to say,
We're currently using Mabel, I believe, right?
We are using Mabel.
that's an interesting way of putting that. We're using Maple.
Yeah.
Have you ever played one and just like, this one's out of tune?
Yeah, actually, because some of them they have different metals. So some of them will be
Interesting,
brass, some will
okay.
be tin. So they sound differently. I'm afraid to play a glass one because I think I'm going to wipe out and fall on it or something like that.
There's
So
a glass one?
there is a glass one, yeah, which seems pretty dangerous.
Are you guys learning all these things while he's getting all these washboards?
They're thinking, when am I going to do their laundry?
I just can't believe you thought about it this much.
This is new to me. Yeah.
No one's ever asked, so.
Oh my God.
It's the only washboard in Canada or the continental U.S. that has a wireless unit strapped to the back of it for playing on stage. So it's it's got a mic buried.
It's
into the
like an
washboard.
electric
Yeah,
washboard.
So now the washboard's worth $2,500.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Like, don't forget that, obviously, because you're going to be going overseas for a little bit. October 30th, you're going to be in Spain. And I wrote this down because I know I'm going to butcher it. Festival International de Country Music at Santa Susana, Spain.
Can you say it in Spanish?
I haven't gotten there in Duolingo yet. So, and just like, apart from like going across Canada, what's it like? Because we were talking about it earlier, being international with your music and Canadian country music specifically. Like, what's that like going over there? And just are you just sort of hoping that your harmonies kind of reel them in, or are you just so shocked that everybody knows everything?
The latter, absolutely. And I'll say, this is not our first time going to Spain, but the very first time we went, we were in a place called Salardu, and it looked like Whistler, BC, 500 years ago. Everything's stone. It was incredible. And I was like, this is the strangest experience. There's, all of these people gathered for a country music festival on the side of a mountain in Catalonia, Spain. And Aaron and I were walking down a sound check, and I'm like, that's head over heels. We could hear our song playing. And I'm like, that's so strange. They'd be running it through the PA before we come down to sound check. And we got down to find 3,000 people line dancing to head over heels and knew all the words.
Choreographed.
It was actually a master class taught by instructors so that the fans and dancers and audience could know the line dance for when we play the song later that night.
It's incredible.
Which was crazy.
So it's a separate tent.
Yeah.
And then they move over for nighttime.
So what is it like looking like you're performing? Are you distracted by a sea of people doing the exact same dance?
It's weird when the crowd all moves as one, for sure.
It's like a wave, yeah.
It's like a polite mosh pit.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I love that.
Excuse me?
So, and you're going to be going to Germany and Switzerland?
Germany, Switzerland, Sweden,
Norway,
Spain, Norway.
Again, like, just same question. What is that like, knowing that you're going to be in those spaces, which I assume those are spots that maybe you've never been before, like travel-wise maybe, but not performance?
It's interesting because when a number of years ago, we would start off touring Canada and the U.S., and we would go to towns and areas of those countries and have never been there before. So it was really interesting to sort of see that our music translated to those areas and be like, oh, we've got fans in Halifax and Nova Scotia and Newfoundland and this sort of things. And these last couple of years, we've been sort of experimenting and going into different regions. Your Australia's, your UK, your Europe, and so it's been a interesting similar journey where we go into these places that I've never set foot on the UK before until a couple months ago, and to have the same experience where, of course, music can travel on your Spotify and your Apples and your all the platforms and DSPs that people use, but to have people research that online and come to the show and know the words, know the choruses, even to like deep cuts on our albums that we still play live, is such a welcoming experience when you get to these different countries. And for some reason, our brand of Canadian country, it's got a bit of a hopeful edge to it. It's fun. It's like anthemic in a way. And they really respond to that. They're just like, this is great. We don't get this over here. So it's really cool to go into these different regions, but also be accepted in a way that we weren't expecting to.
Are you noticing that your sound is maybe inspiring different musicians from those parts of the world? Or are you noticing that maybe there's some, sort of not gimmick per se, but like somebody out there or a band out there is like, I like that. Let's do that here.
Well, I'd love to see a Washboard Union cover band, like the Washed Up Onion or something. You know, like,
That's hilarious. I want to talk about brand new music, Whisky Wings. We just had the pleasure of listening to it. It is fantastic, vintage, and I'm not saying it vintage as like saying old. I'm saying vintage Washboard Union. What you just said, like it's just got that feel good anthem, for that matter.
cool,
You know
thank
what I
you
mean?
for that.
Tell me about the concept and how this came to be, because it's for lack of a better term, it's tying off of the an energy drink, for that matter.
Yeah.
Which we never thought about, but when you sit around with your friends, there are times where not everything goes great, and there are times when you wake up and absolutely nothing goes right, and you feel like nothing could get worse than this. And
Sure.
the medicine for that is sitting down with your closest friends and commiserating, because you're not the only one going through that, and sometimes you need to be reminded of that. And that alone can be enough to lift your spirits. And then, I mean, the whiskey part was kind of obvious, but it was really about that, of like, you think you've got it bad. Here's what's happened to me. And sort of three friends, like we would, sitting around a barroom table, and then the feeling lifted from having that conversation. And I think the fact is it was that. That's why we wanted to do the song all singing it together, is because it was a conversation. Like I say, like, you've got it bad, man, here's what happened to me. And that's kind of where it came from. We wrote it with two really good friends of ours, two girls out of Nashville that we wrote a song called Country Thunder with years ago.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
And
That song.
yep.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a real natural vibe. Oh, yeah, the puppet
Yeah, yeah.
song.
Puppet
The
song.
puppet.
The puppet song.
Showing up
AKA
again. The puppet song. Was it really that, not to say that simple, but was it really that? Like, it was just you three guys sitting around just talking about, for lack of a better term, the stuff that you're going through, the crap that you're going through, and like, I got it bad. Check this out.
Yeah, well, you know that expression, misery loves company, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. But actually, the song came together pretty quick.
Yeah.
It was just a really, really cool vibe, and you kind of know pretty quick when you're writing something like that. Everyone gets a little sparkle in their eye,
Sure.
and if you're leaving the right and you're humming the song on your way home, that's a great sign.
Are you excited to play it live?
Well, funny you ask, because we actually did start playing it live.
Get out of here.
Just to see what the reaction would be.
Sure, yeah.
And it's been amazing. We did it over in Europe, and nobody knew the song. By the second chorus, people are trying to sing it. So it was a really good introduction for them.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a new album you're working on, I assume, because This Old House was the song before this one. And you got Whisky Wings, new album coming out soon, I assume.
Yeah. Whisky Wings will be coming out on August 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And just going back to playing it live, it's interesting that a lot of people have heard that song now over in the UK and soon to be Europe and some parts of Canada, but it's not available. Like, it's not even, I don't even have a copy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So people are already learning the words already, or
Just from playing it live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're on the cusp of releasing a bunch of new music, and we're going to do it in little packages that are easy for people to sort of consume and chew on for a little bit.
Yeah.
And space that out a little bit, so we just don't drop a big album, then a lot of songs get forgotten about or don't get even touched. So we want to keep it very current for people and have new music every few weeks for about 8 months. So it's going to be really cool to sort of showcase these new tunes, and we've got 11 in the can right now, ready to go. So they're ready to go.
that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You're almost releasing it as if it was like an old school TV show.
Yeah.
Like once every
Yeah.
couple of
Episodes.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Tonight on Washboard Union.
And it's always funny to try and, when you're on the road as much as we get to be, to find time to get all that done. And we literally struck the last chord on the last song, and kind of the next day drove off to the airport to fly to London, England, and start the UK tour. So we're still learning these songs.
I was
'cause
just
they're
about to say
like
that,
written
yeah.
and recorded,
Yeah.
and then you're kind of learning them on the road. Oh yeah, that's how that goes.
But that's almost like a good way of kind of getting comfortable with them, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Road tested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's
well,
kind of old school.
you guys got a busy schedule coming up in the fall into the winter-ish, I guess, November. What's one last question? What's the one spot that you're so excited about cuisine-wise? Like you're like, we're gonna be here. We got to get this.
I'm looking forward to the restaurant we're going to hit in a couple of hours before the World Cup game.
Okay, fantastic.
But you mean tour-wise?
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to Norway personally.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of reasons. I've got some family on my my uncle's side who are Norwegian, and they always talk about how beautiful Norway is with the fjords and the people and just the way different culture over there.
Sure.
And so to play a show there and sort of be invited by them is going to be a great experience to go experience that.
And what kind of food are you looking forward to? If you
Maybe.
know.
The canned smelly fish. What's it called?
Oh, get out of here.
Sardines?
Muddy
no,
eel.
isn't it
Muddy eel.
Smith's Wochenschleisen or something?
Yeah. It's
So-
everybody's doing this challenge online where it smells terrible.
Oh, jeez. You're
Please
gonna
do
love
it.
that.
Yeah. That's,
Don't ride in the van with us.
You can have that day to yourself.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Chris,
So-
David, what about you guys?
Oh man, Spanish cuisine is
Nice.
some of the best in the world. So having paella over there,
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to that.
What was the name of that?
Paella?
Paella?
That's an album cover. Isn't that a band?
Paella.
Paella.
Yeah.
I think I just saw them down the horseshoe.
They were
Look
awesome.
it up. It's got rice in it. I'm looking forward to that because we've been to Spain before. We've never spent much time in Barcelona, and we have 2 shows there,
Right.
which is going to be really cool.
Amazing.
I'm vegetarian, but when we were in the UK, I had a Scotch egg. I don't know if you've ever had one of those.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We
But
don't-
the guilt,
Not
the
terribly
guilt.
vegetarian.
Yeah.
Not terribly vegetarian.
Yeah.
But it's more research at that point.
Yeah. But did you have a cold?
No.
No. Okay. So I found out it's traditionally served cold.
Oh,
And-
did it? I thought you asked me if I had a cold.
No. Now,
that
was it
bad?
served cold?
No,
Was
I
it
don't
warm?
think it was.
Yeah, I found out it's traditionally served cold.
It was perfectly medium.
Medium rare.
Yeah.
Medium.
Well,
Medium egg yolk.
Medium egg yolk. Yeah.
yeah, maybe the first 2 were cold, but the third one was warm
Yeah.
for sure.
That's blown me away. That's amazing. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in. Really do appreciate
So
it.
great to see
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great to see you guys too. And it's awesome to hear new music from you guys. I have been a fan forever. I started my radio career in 2016. And when your music started hitting the airwaves, it just made me so excited to listen to it. And
Thanks
and
for
again, going back to what you were saying, Aaron, like it's just feel good music. And unfortunately, sometimes country music can have its ups and downs and waves of where it's really just heartbreaking sadness. And
Yeah.
you guys kind of fill that void of like, we need something happy.
We try and stay positive. Everyone says we're pretty positive guys. So,
Yeah.
but we've always say it's simple music for complicated times.
Yeah.
You know,
Well-
keeping it like that.
Well, you definitely did that during the pandemic. Thank you for that.
Thanks, man.
Thanks a lot. I just want to say while we're on the topic of accolades that I really appreciate your style of hanging down with artists, your creativity that you bring to an interview.
Thank you, man.
And the different situations. Like we look forward to this.
I
Thank you so
appreciate that.
much.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I
This,
won't.
this is a cool style.
We won't go
for
to
sure.
the barbershop again. Okay.
We're game though.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.